Hello students, this is my lecture number 12 on chapter 10 lenses, and the topic for today is human eye. Alright, the outer white part of the eye is called sclera. When you are looking your eye into the mirror and the white part of the eye is called, you can see the white part, and that white part is called sclera. Okay, the human eye is almost a sphere. Why almost? Because the front side of the eye is curved outside, and this curved outside part is called cornea, and it is a transparent part of the eye. Okay, this is the front transparent part of the eye, and it acts like a window through which the light can pass. Okay, behind the cornea there is a colored part, and that colored part is called iris. In some people this colored part is brown, in some people it is black, and in some people green, blue, and so on. Okay, all right. Now in the middle of the iris there is pupil. This dark colored part is called pupil. This pupil contract and relax according to the light. When light outside is dim, iris contracts to make the pupil larger so that the more light can enter into the eye. In bright light, the iris makes the pupil smaller. Okay, and this pupil, it acts same as aperture in the camera that allow the light to come into the camera, and that can be wider or smaller according to the light. Okay, now behind the iris we can see a lens. This is a convex lens. Okay, it acts same as spherical lens. It is also called a eye lens. It is basically a jelly like muscle, okay, so that it can easily contract and relax. This contraction and relaxation is done by these muscles, and these muscles are called ciliary muscles. Okay, the contraction and the relaxation in the lens is due to these muscles, and these muscles are called ciliary muscles. Now how this contraction and relaxation is done? When the object is far from the eye, the light coming from the far object will enter into the eye, and these ciliary muscles will relax. Okay, and when they will relax, they will stretch this lens, and when this lens will be stretched, it will be thin. Let's look at your book, page 144. Now ciliary muscles are relaxed and the lens is flattened. It is thin this time, and the image will be formed on the retina. This yellowish part is retina, and in the retina there are sensor cells on which the image will be formed. Okay, when the object is near the eye, page 144 of your book, this time the object is near the eye. Now ciliary muscles are this time contracted. Okay, when they are contracted, this lens is thicker. This time they will pull this lens and the lens will become thick. When the lens will become thick, the focal length will be shortened, and the image will be formed on the retina, and this image will be inverted and real image. Okay, and this image is corrected, or you can say it will be straight, when the message will go to the brain through optic nerve. All right, are you clear? Now I have arranged all these points The outer white boundary is called sclera, and the front curved part is called cornea, and behind the cornea, and this is transparent part, and behind the cornea is the colored part, that is called iris, and in the iris the middle part, that dark colored part, is called pupil, and pupil can be contracted or can be bigger inside, can be relaxed, can be larger according to the light. It can be contracted or it can be larger according to the light. Now behind this there is a lens, and this lens is eye lens, and it is convex lens, and in the convex lens, through convex lens we can get real and inverted image on the retina, and this lens is contracted and relaxed due to these muscles, ciliary muscles. Okay. Now the image which is formed on the retina, it will go to the brain, and brain can correct that image, and the image will be straight this time, not inverted. It will be straight, it will be upright, and the message will go to the brain through optic nerve. I hope you're clear with this topic. See you in my next class. Take care. Bye.